Good afternoon, everyone. Om Shanti and greetings of peace. Greetings of peace to each and every one of you out across the entire world. Hope everyone is doing fine. Today we want to talk about caring for the self, caring for the other. And we want to go into an experience of that. You know, you may agree with me that the way we look at others and the way we treat others is a reflection of the way we look at ourselves and the way we treat ourselves. You know, we always kind of use this expression, treat others the way you would like to be treated. But deeper than that and bigger than that is treat others the way I would like to treat myself. Or in other words, we treat others the way we treat ourselves. Simple. Or we look at others the way we look at ourselves. Or we value others the way we value ourselves. Have you ever thought about that? And if you thought about it, did you kind of reflect on what is really going on? You know, we're very easy to judge ourselves. It's a very common thing. Many of us are trying very hard not to be so judgmental, right, on ourselves, not to be so critical, not to be so harsh on ourselves, because we've realized over time that, you know, it doesn't really work. Because if I can't love myself or care for myself, two things: who will do it for me? And secondly, would I be able to do it for the other? And it's a big eye-opening for all of us. Nobody wants to hear that we don't treat people well. We always think, oh, I do treat people kindly. And maybe we do. Do I treat myself kindly? And really and truly, how I treat myself, is that the way I will treat others? You know, many years ago, when I was much, much younger and I just started this spiritual path, and I heard this statement, you know, that what you see in others is what you have in you, or the way you treat others is the way you treat yourself. I rejected that. I said, no. I may not like myself in many ways, but I do like people and I do want to treat people nicely. But, you know, when I started to think about it, and as I grow older and become a little bit more mature, I realize that there are elements of truth there. And I really ask my heart, do I really love others? And I said, yeah, I do. I may not like everything they do, but I do love them as a human being. And I begin to realize that if I don't love myself as a human being, truly and honestly, it will be very difficult for me to do the same for another. I may love some, but I may not love the other. And so then why am I segregating? So why am I'm going to use a strong word, discriminating? And it hit me very strongly that, do I discriminate against my own self sometimes? And I realize I do that sometimes. Whenever I act on anything that is against my own truth, I am not being loving to myself. And when I do that, sometimes I beat myself up. Right? I'm a little bit too critical. And I realized in order to correct that mistake, I had to love myself a lot more. My true self. I had to really tap into the truth of who I am, the beauty of who I am, the value of who I am, and trust in that. Love that so much, care for that true self, my true self so much that I will want to do something to uplift it, to help it to shine, help it to grow. And because I began to look upon myself in that real beautiful way and don't judge myself and tell myself, oh, look, you made that mistake again. How could you have done that? It's like, no, wait, it's all right. And because I started to be a little bit gentler with myself, I was a little bit more accepting of others and more open and more embracing of others, regardless of whatever it may be. And it was such a beautiful feeling that I told myself, I think this is the way I want to be. I think this is the direction I want to go in. And it was a big turning point in my life. So I just want to share that with you, share that little story or that experience. And hopefully it is inspiring you also to maybe do the same for yourself, not to be so self-critical, just to love yourself, your true self for who you are, accept it, embrace it, value it, care for it, and then see the magic happening as you come into interaction with others. So let us see if we can explore this in meditation a little bit more and see what surfaces. So let's take a deep breath in to relax our bodies and release. One more time, taking a deep breath. And relax as you release. And let all the tension in your muscles melt away. Observe your breath in and out. As you gently bring your thoughts to this present moment. Sitting on this chair in this place of peace. I put a temporary closure on the activities of today. And I gently turn my thoughts inward and concentrate on the center of my forehead. And that spark of energy that lies behind the eyes. I allow my thoughts to rest on that spiritual entity, that spark of light behind the eyes. This light is the life force within my body. This life force, this spiritual light, reflects and shines my deepest and innate nature. My innate nature is actually positive. My acquired nature is negative. Anger, hatred, jealousies, egos, all of those things I've acquired. I've picked up, but they're not who I am. So who am I? I am that beautiful being, that spark of light that shines and radiates positive energy. I radiate the light of peace. I radiate the light of love. I radiate the light of joy, of care. Let me feel my own light emanating from within myself. My light of peace, of love, of joy, of care. It is when I forget that this is who I am and I act from my acquired self that I make mistakes, that I do things or say things I don't mean, or I regret. And so today, I allow myself this opportunity to show care and acceptance for who I am, the truth of who I am. Being of positive energy, vibrating at a very high frequency. When I slip from there and I do things from that other place, instead of being critical and judgmental, I will be so determined to realign with my true self. And to make amends to that mistake, to correct it, and not to go there again. Because when I am stable in the awareness of my true and beautiful self, and I look through my eyes and I see the world, I'm able to embrace and care for the other in the same beautiful way. I would think twice, thrice even, before I inflict any type of violence onto the other. Because violence inflicted on another is violence inflicted on myself. Why would I want to do that? So why not I stay stable in my own truth, in the beauty and worth of my positivity, and share that with the other. In this way, I can lift the value and the spirit of another human being and give them hope. Give them life. And I can do this with even just a smile. Today, let me start by truly caring for myself and caring for the other. Take a deep breath in and release. So have a beautiful day and a fruitful week filled with lots of care. Our world needs it today. Om Shanti.